Hello everyone. Yeah, it's about 5 o'clock in Barcelona right now. So it will be in English today. It's a masterclass of Sakégraphie live from Barcelona. Thank you very much everyone to be there. There's already some people online. Nicolas will come to join us. He should be very near now. He's in Barcelona, in fact, with me, also in my office, just beside another office. So, and we will share our new vision, our new idea of blending. Great experience today because we look. First, let me show you here. Yeah, voila, some sample. Voila, some sample. Those are sake sample from the 2019 vintage of Tanaka Shuso, Tanaka 1789 Chartier production. I'm waiting for Nicolas. He should be around here, so he will show very soon. So we had finished the vintage 2019 and the production elaboration of the sake mostly around mid-May. And I'm not able to go to Japan. Nicolas is here. Sorry about that. So I think Nicolas will be very fast with us. So we had the sample with us. That's what I was saying. We just finished the production of the second vintage and my short history of making sake with Tanaka Shuso Brewery. And so we've been working on first vintage 2017, but I didn't do nothing in this vintage, just about blending. Et voilà, Nicolas.
Kampai.
Kampai. Kampai. Bienvenue. Welcome. Yeah, I was just saying, Nicolas, that we are in the same office, but just different bureaux, different offices in Barcelona. So for the people who don't know Nicolas Roché, sommelier, is working with us since a couple of years now in Barcelona and our project in Europe, projects, and also in Japan since the start. Nicolas is working with me and Isabel as trying to organize the brewery, the Tanaka Shuso Brewery. That's my mandate. That's what they asked me to do, to reorganize this brewery. And the first goal was to do blending. But as we succeed rapidly and we discover that this amazing handcraft sake, this 230 years old brewery, we said, whoa, wait a minute, how can we manage to do better? Because the sake is already so good and we think we can bring something different. Maybe better, time will tell, but something different and help those people are doing it differently in the sake world. So that's what we decided to do. And as I was saying to the people, Nicolas, we are unfortunately in Barcelona because we cannot travel right now to Japan. So it's a pity because we were supposed to be in Japan a couple of weeks ago to taste the first pre-tasting and to start pre-blending and work on this new vintage to see where we go with that, but it's not possible.
Barcelona is not too bad, if I need to say it. That's...
Yeah, nice sunny day, nice weather today, and like every day mostly. But what we have done, we asked them to send us sample. So we received some sample of sake, 4 samples in fact, from different tanks. I just showed the people just earlier. So sake from different tanks here, tank 19, 20, 21, and 22 that we've been receiving 4 or 5 weeks ago. They were so fresh. So and why don't those fourth one when there's 28 different sake that we work on? It's just because we think those 4 might be the big base of the future blend 001 2019, the second vintage of our first blend that we done in 2018. Is that right, Nicolas?
Is that 100% right? That's what we receive, each one with a sample, and that's how we work, no? Even with coronavirus situation and tasting in parts, that's how we taste. That's great news always.
Yeah, exactly. So, and when we taste that, you know, about blending session, it's using two things. Using my aromatic science, aromatic knowledge on aroma, how the aroma react on the aromatic point of view, but on the taste point of view, because aromatic is like 90% of the part of what we are perceiving when we are tasting wine, sake, beer, when we are eating. You know, it's the most biggest part of the pleasure and all the quality analysis we are doing and the product we are eating or drinking. So, and after that, the blending part, I have learned with Pascal Chatonnet, enologist from Bordeaux. Amazing enologist. I've been learning so much with him since 2011 and blending Chartier's wine and working on different other projects with Pascal. So it's about blending style, quality, acidity, alcohol content, reaction of those together. And it's not about mathematics. We will talk a little bit about the percentage of when we blend, so, because we need to finish with that and blending. Maybe it might be 60%, but at the end it will be 62%, not 60. It's quite different. It's only 2% on the impact. So we learned so much with that. It's quite, Pascal showed me so much with that, but now with sake, I can make that happen, make that live, and share that with Nicolas also. Nicolas is learning very fast. He's a great taster. We taste together so much, and we are on the same path, but each with his own baggage, with our own culture, own learning. So it's very interesting. So, so that's what we're going to do. So we wanted to show you today, to start just with a short 30 minutes, maybe it will be 35, 30 minutes. If you have enough juice in your iPhone, Nicolas, maybe to so what happened, you remember, Nicolas, when we taste like 5 weeks ago, we taste those 4 sake. And that we were quite sure that 19, 20, 21, and 22 tanks will be the base, the very important part of the blend 001 2019. But at the end, was not. We taste the 4 separately, and then we start blending a little bit, fooling around with them, because that's the very inspiring part. That's the moment where the sake takes its soul, like the wine, like the champagne, Jerez, whiskey, you know, cognac, everything. Is the blending part. It's very the soul of the product. And rapidly with Nicolas, remember we said, there's something not on the same path, on the same style of the blend 001 2018. We didn't know why, but there was something not wrong, but just very good. You know? But,
and something weird, because when we receive the sake, just to show to people, here we go. We receive, you know, all the sake with all, you got the rice, the polishing, the quantity, but you got the acidity, the neon churros, the yeast, the amide. These 4 sake, it is the same process. So just to show that's not like, as you say, a recipe. Because if it was a recipe, I just read this, I mix, and it works. And we just try it. We say, but this is different. And on the paper, it was exactly the same. So just to show, like, it's not so easy, and there is no law about it. It's like, this Excel is just information. But at the end, when we blend, we never use the Excel.
Sorry, my mother's calling me on Messenger twice.
And tell to your mother to watch Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. So, but what happened? If you read, you go on the web of tanaka-chartier.com, you will read a little bit. If you don't know about the project, you will read about Blend 001 2018. It's a blend that makes aromatic compound style, aroma profile of Sauvignon Blanc and this like taste aroma with the structure and the aroma more lactone side, more full body of a Meursault, of a white Burgundy. And Jancis Robertson captured that very well when she wrote about our sake a couple of weeks ago. She said, if it should be a wine, this sake is like a Burgundy, a white Burgundy. I was so happy at that. So, but now when we were tasting with Nicolas, remember Nicolas, this 2019, those 4 sake, 19, 20, 21, 22, 10, we could not achieve to get this totally. And as more we taste, blend, suddenly we understand that the tank number 21 was a little bit different. Even if we done exactly mostly what we done last year, was a little bit different. So we put out the number 21, we put it out, and then we start blending 19, 20, 22, and we get exactly where we were looking for. Exactly the salicylic profile, full body, vibration, acidity like white wine. Not exactly like white wine, it's a sake. Sake is 5 times less acidity. So, but we get that, so remember, we get good vibration with that, Nicolas.
Really good. And that's always a little bit the magic of blending, no? We are like saying, oh, we're not going to use it, but not use it and throw it away. It's like, we get something inside, but we need to find which identity of this one. How we gonna mix this one? How we gonna use it? And that's for me. As say Francois, I'm new. I'm a little bit younger. It's always a game, you know. There is nothing to stop. It's not like okay, this is you cannot use it. No, find the way. Find what you can put, what you can do with this, and try to improve this. So amazing.
So, yeah, exactly. It's always amazing, always surprising because there's always some surprise. We know, when you know about wine, about sake, whatsoever, about whiskey, when it's a moment of blending, you know where you're going. You got a direction. But sometimes you're going to take different road to area, tous les chemins mènent à Rome. But whatsoever the road you will take to go to Rome, it's your choice. You will arrive maybe much more later than everyone, but you will arrive to Rome. Yeah. So we said, okay, we're good. We have our base of the blend, a pre-blend of the Blend 001 2019. So let's put that aside. When we go back to Japan this fall or this summer, if we are able, we will do the real blend there. Yeah, let's cross finger. Mostly for fall, for sure. This summer, I don't know, but I think September we'll be able to go to Japan, and then we'll do the real blend. And we'll see how it evolves since that time. So might get another surprise. So, but we said, let's keep number 21, was a little bit less anise-like aroma and Burgundy style malt, quite a little bit different, but at the same time, very elegant, very nice purity. This Junmai sake. It's Junmai sake. I don't want to talk about how it's made because that's not the case today. So we will go back on that on different masterclass, on different video capsules that we will put on our new sakegraphy space that we just launched an hour ago on our web, Tanaka 1789xchartier.com. We have a new community of sake. We just created a new space where we will put all our masterclasses video, all our video capsules, and all our information on Sakepedia and about matching sake and food also. So go see that. You will be the first one to discover this new space on our web. So we kept number 21 on the side. We said, we asked the Toiji is the sake maker, we asked him last year to change the path of the way making sake for us, the koji, the kind of rice, the polishing of ratio of the rice, the temperature, fermentation, and many, there's like 10 steps we asked him to change. And we said, we know that tanks number 7 will be very near of what we are looking for, and tanks number 3. So, but this was 5 weeks ago when we taste number 21. So let's keep number 21. Maybe we'll be able to do a second wine of the chateau, the Chateau Latour of Chateau Latour, L'Effort de Latour, who is the second one, who used to be the second wine of Chateau Latour. So, was kind of a bit of the idea. But we have a big surprise when we taste last Friday, and this morning we taste number 3, number 7, and all the sake we made. At the end, number 3, remember Nicolas, number 3 here. It's very interesting, but don't have the same deepness, the same aromatic profile of number 21. So we say we cannot use this together, but number 7, we have exactly what we were looking for. So let's keep number 7, but we have only 2 sake, less production. we put aside number 3 was most production is a bigger tank, but we are not there for quantity, we are there for quality. So with Nicolas, I think Nicolas get the idea, say, well, why not blending 21 and number 7? So that's what we done. And we done many blends different. Now we decide here just to show you number 7 and number 21. So 55% on number 21 and 45% on number 7. Why?
Yes.
Why 55? Why 45?
Just because we really feel like 21, it was Yamaha method. It looks like, you know, it could be like the base, the structure. It was rustic, it was powerful, it was strong, a lot of mouth feeling, full bodied. And the number 7, it's Sokujo, so it's always more fresh, you get less texture, but you got this long aftertaste and vibration. So in easy mind thinking, we are like, we get the base, we get something maybe too powerful, so you need to start a blend with a blend. So what we say, we can, okay, always starting a little bit like this, like 60-40, to feel the difference, and then to adjust our blend. So that's the first one, as you say, 45-55 in this case, we choose.
You see, nice attack that we are looking for with acidity, with texture, kind of large, as my kind of blend 001. But in the middle of the mouth, don't still that large, don't still that impacting. So very, very good. You know, it's quite something. This could be a nice second wine, second sake style of chateau we're looking for, but at the same time, as this Nicolas point out that fact, say, yeah, don't forget, Francois, we will have to go Namazume. Namazume, that means pasteurized one before going and vat. So that's, and then we age sake for the blend 001 2018 is being aged 13 months and that before being bottling. So maybe at the end, and 13 months from now, maybe it won't be that sexy, that full, that it will miss something. It will lose a bit of flesh with the oxygen contact. So say, okay, now what are we doing with that? Something missing.
That's the big deal. As you say, I remember the first time I went to Les Primeurs de Bordeaux. I was quite young and I was amazed about all this sommelier, like tasting only wood and strong wine, and can say, yeah, but in 10 years it's going to be amazing. And when you blend, you need to get, like, it needs to be great, because if it's great now, it's going to be great after. But you always need to get this vision to go further. And in this case also, we get like the alcohol. For me, the hard point when you are blending sake, it's alcohol balance, because you got, of course, always a bit more alcohol than in wine. So how to mix, and it's not to say, okay, 2 with low alcohol is not, this is alcohol sensation. That's for me the most important. A few days ago, I was tasting a wine, 15.5 of alcohol. But if you don't feel it, I don't care if it's 15.5. No. So the integration of alcohol, and that's the main trick or secret to find, you know, when we are blending together. And that's always funny to say, why we get this alcohol? It's not normal. And this, in this case, in this blend, it was like also a little bit crispy in alcohol. So.
Yeah, exactly. And it was missing, for me, missing a little bit of the acidity we are looking for. So, and the backbone to make it age. So that day we've been thinking, so, okay, what should be missing? And we had one sake in mind, was tank number 10. So maybe you can talk a little bit about tank number 10 if you want, Nico. Yeah. This is amazing sake.
So just to remind, I was home, Francois was home, and we received 28 bottles of sake. You know, that's quite a large range. And usually you recognize the sake for the aromatic expression. And you say, oh, this is different, because after 28 sake, the expression. And in this case, it was different. It was the acidity. You put it in mouth, and it was so different from the other one. And I called Francois. I remember, and I said, Francois, did you taste the sake? He said, yeah, yeah. I say, which one did you feel, or it tell me number 10, I was like, the same. The acidity get, the perfect was not even a sake, a little bit like white wine, lot of acidity, not really aromatic and complex. But the base was amazing for the first time. So that was how we start to say, maybe we can do something with this 10.
I will do an exercise just in front of you, just to show you. This was not meant to be. This is number 10, just to show. I will take 25%, 50%. This is 25 because it's a 50. So half and half, just to show. I don't know what's going to taste, but I don't think it will be good. Half and half, number 10, because you see this could be a good base, and number 7 more than number 21. Why? Because number 7 have this kind of acidity we are looking for. So let's put 2 sake with high acidity. Just thinking about acidity, not thinking about the other component, about the other structure of the sake. Voila. That's what we call blend à la volée. It's like dégorgement à la volée in champagne. We do blend like that. We know what we're doing. Less aromatic than number 10 and number 7 taking separately. Feel a little bit like tasting 2 sake side by side and missing something, missing body, having acidity, but not the acidity on number 10, more near of the acidity on number 7, missing the fleshness of the middle of the mouth. I don't know what you feel. You just done it, huh, Nicolas?
Yeah, I just done it. Missed texture, you know, it's really, as we say, column vertebral, you know, it means bones. He got flesh, he got muscle, but for me, it means less something.
And it's not very long aftertaste. Not too much alcohol. That's quite interesting on that point of view, but that's not enough to make a great sake. We're looking for more than that. We're looking for complexity, harmony between different components, good freshness, good backbone, good density, so good age. That's what we're looking for. Not looking for a sake that will bottle very fast, put on the market, ready to drink. This is not the case here. It's a philosophy. It's just about that. So, so it's just to show you, that was not meant to be today. We didn't prepare that, but I just think about doing that. So, but what we are doing now, we've been doing a blend of number 10. Here, I got it here. This is a blend of we put number 10 with number 7 and number 21. So we just prepared that just before going on live, like 2 minutes before. This is 60% of number 10 because we think this should be the base of this new sake. This will be blend number 003, maybe we'll call it. So it's and 30% of number 7 and 10% of number 21. So why 30% of 7 instead of 30% of 21? 7's got a great acidity also, very refreshing, deep, profound, very interesting. So we done that. Now we're getting back on the track. Great freshness and the attack because number 10, number 7's got great acidity, more density, not as dense as the blend 001, you know, let's say as the top sake of the house, the flagship of Tanaka 1789 in Chartier, but very aromatic, very complex. But I feel a little bit more alcohol. That's what you're feeling, Nicolas, I think also. Huh?
Exactly, maybe the sugar. I like the attack in mouth, like the middle, but at the end, it's like it disappeared and you get like this little bit burning sensation, you know.
Yeah.
I feel okay, no worries about me, but you always feel this. I like the texture and the vibe much better than the first one, for example. You know, we really give something
it's quite different.
A better line.
So, and this little burn side at the end of the alcohol, it's feel also like bitterness. It's like the bitterness eating the sugar. So it's quite interesting at the same time, but it's breaking a little bit the harmony, the overall harmony of each component. Not totally, because this, I will buy that on the market, it's quite very good. But our goal is to achieve something now similar as 001. And 001 is a very aromatic, complex sake with density and mouth, but a great acidity at the attack and at the end. And with this full shot, Chardonnay style in the middle of the mouth. So,
and the
see,
nose,
Nicolas,
we need to say also we are playing hard because we are, or in my case, but I always, when making the blend, trying different temperatures. That's quite important in sake. It's not like in wine. The range in wine for white is could be between 8 and 15, but in sake the range is between 8 and 40. So also be careful when we are blending and everything. So in this case, I don't know if you're the same like me, but I am quite high. I'm nearly 19 because I really want to see the mouth texture and the umami, how it's going to resist and feel this texture and umami in mouth.
So just to still working a little bit live, as number 10 is a Junmai Ginjo sake with very high acidity, very dry sake, 7.7 sake meter value. That's mean very, very dry sake. So, so very, it's like a Sauvignon Blanc on the nose and on the mouth. But just missing a little bit of volume. So we need to go get more volume with that. We've been putting 70% of that, 60%. But I think, I like risky business. I think we can go to 70 of number 2, 10. Why? Again, I want this acidity, this freshness, stay there, and 1 year from now, and 10 years from now in bottle. 1 year from now in tank, before bottling, and then during the aging, because Blend 001 2018, it's a kind of sake that will age 5 to 10 years in bottle, which is very rare in case of sake. Not the only one, but quite a very rare. So let's try, Nicolas, not going lower, going higher, because my experience telling me that this kind of acidity, so let's say 70%, so that will be 35% here, because we divide by 2. So of number 10.
And 15, 15.
15, 15?
Okay.
Why that so?
Because I think number 7, remember me like the first blend, you know, the alcohol we feel. So if we need also, I think 21 and 7 to be more close, like this, maybe the alcohol, you know, this feeling.
Yeah, we done before 30% of 7, 10% of 21. So we could change that by 30% of 21 and 10% of 7 to bring more of 21. But we will get burned a little bit, not burned, but more alcohol. So yeah, no, I agree with this 15% idea. So let's try that. So you see all people who are watching are blending goes. This is very intuitive, but with experiences, life experiences, and about philosophy. What are you looking for at the end to make your sake? So, and try to make the best of it, for sure. Not just to please yourself or doing a kind of sake you like to drink. How can you do 1 + 1 = 3? Because that's all about my science, aromatic science, and about blending. It's about blending alcohol, acidity. How can you do magnify, multiply, augmented different sake as different wine at Chateau Margaux, 42 different plots, young vine, old vine, different terroirs, Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Petit Verdot, Malbec, blending. So you need to augment it, and maybe to keep just the best and put the other one. They are not bad, but aside, like what we do with number 21. We didn't want to put it aside because it's quantity. Quantity is about making money, about selling sake for the brewery, not for me, for the brewery. But first, we're looking for quality and to try to build a style. That's our goal. And our style we wanted to build, we talked about that so much, Nicolas and I, about how can we always keep that in mind. What is the style we wanted to do? Having sake near of white wine, good acidity, natural acidity, handcraft sake, using handcraft methods, and having very aromatic, a lot of structure.
Exactly. We make some blend really interesting, like full body, big attack, short enough. But as you say, style and philosophy.
Exactly. Now we are near of something. This is a pre-blend, but I think we're going to keep that. We are near of something. Having more of number 10, we get this acidity, and bang, it's got you directly on the tongue, just to the start. And then having 15 of both 7 and 21. So we'll see when we go back there how those two are aging, especially 7 and 21. I'm not afraid about number 10 because I know we can even put this sake on the market without blending. It would be interesting to show how sake could be because we have changed the polishing ratio, we have changed the use of koji, we have changed the temperature, the way we start, the shumo and everything. We achieve a number 10 that is really interesting. But our goal is doing blend to magnify everything. So I think we got something here, Nicolas. We still have a little bit of alcohol. We don't have it's sake. We don't have that alcohol. Sake is not a 25% alcohol product. It's more near of wine. It's between 14 to 16, 16.5, depend on each sake, the way you produce. So it's more near of wine style.
Exactly, but sometimes alcohol gives you, of course, this refreshing sensation, no? It's like, for me, when it just comes here on your palate, in your teeth, and just slowly, just to give you sometimes some spicy notes, and some like an aftertaste, and you are just playing, this is amazing. If you are talking about Armagnac or amazing rum, of course, you got amazing notes. But what you like at the end when you are playing, it's always, this feeling. And you feel it. I keep it, and long after taste, and you get more salive. So that start to be.
It's quite interesting because of the texture, the umami texture here. It's very velvety, love of density and the texture. So it's quite interesting. So it's full, but not that full because of the acidity. So I'm sure when we do the sake meter value of the tree, when they will be blend, we'll have a high sake meter value, but because of the acidity, we don't feel it as. So it's quite interesting. Very long aftertaste, I feel. I like very much what I'm tasting right now. So, and we get a little bit on this anis-like taste aroma, not that much. Maybe we'll need a little bit much, a little help from other friend of the sake brewery from another tanks. I remember the tanks 19 that we will use for the sake 001 as very anis-like taste profile. Maybe we can take a little touch of 2-3% and that just to pump up this side. But we get this Chardonnay style texture and mouth and this lactone kind of molecule aroma of flavor of coconut, almond milk, and white peaches, and very long aftertaste and well balanced with the acidity. So it's all about blending. And now we were talking only about that. We will do some other masterclass about talking about everything we do there because we change the process. We are not there only for blending. We are there with Nicolas and Isabelle to work with them about making for us different sake, a base of sake like an artist, a painter who have different color and mixes color. That's what we're looking for, but we need colors to do what we want, what we aim to do. So with Nicolas, we've been working like hell on that to understand the impact of a variety of rice, of polishing on rice to get more aroma, to get more amino acid, to get more acidity. So we are not on a race of polishing like no, we rather like to go 60–70% of polishing because there's so much of precursor d'arome outside of the shell of the rice. So it's quite interesting for us, and more amino acid, more acids, more mineral. So I think we can have a lot of fun about that. So we will do some more about that. So and you can follow us now on Sakégraphie. Go on Tanaka 1789xchartier.com web. We just launched today, like I said, a new space of community to share with you masterclass videos, Sakepedia. There's already 2–3 very deep texts about sake making, about Aruten versus Jumai, adding alcohol or not adding. That is the question. This is a text from Nicolas, very interesting. Adding or not adding? Yeah. This is the question, the real question. What's the impact of adding alcohol when you make sake?
I think that's a...
Go ahead, Nicolas.
Quite fun, and you know, the story of sake is amazing. So
yes.
Please, let me know.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a space for sommelier, for professional, for drink people and drink business. You just have to enter your name and email. That's it. It's for free, but it's just for professional. There's a part for public, but mostly it's for professional. So we're trying to build a community that people will be able to share with us what they think about sake, what they think about what we've been posting, the report we will do both or on our side, Nicolas, and we will invite some sake specialists and even some sommelier and some other people who drink business because they know how to taste. It's all about taste. About knowledge sharing, so we will do that. So we're just waiting for you there, and thank you so much to be there. It was a short one today. We have so much thing to say always. I'm the first one always talking too much. I'm sorry, Nicolas, but you know that. But Nicolas do great out already. You yeah. Yeah. So thank you very much, everyone. Let's say Kampai, and let's meet you on Sakégraphie, Sakepedia Masterclass on Tanaka 1789 web, and see you soon for another masterclass. Thank you very much, Nicolas. Kampai.